Hello and welcome guys, this is God of Slumber, back with some more World of Tanks action. Now, it's been a frustrating few days, I've been sick lately, but enough about that. Now, I'm here to tell you about the Tier 8 Premium British tank, which you could get only if you had the Action, Action X. If you got the Tier 10 British medium tank, before this mission actually started. It started, I think, back in 14th of February. What you had to do is you had to get 10 days, 10 days worth of 750 experience, base experience per battle, which does not include premium tanks. And you can get this only with the with the Action X. Centurion. And the second part was you had to get a 450,000 damage, cause 450,000 damage, and the time is 15 days to complete this mission, or 14, 15, 14, I don't know. Not the toughest bunch of missions. Had a little trouble completing the 750 experience mission during the weekends because the servers are filled with more idiots than usually, and the teams are just fucking terrible. I believe on Friday, Saturdays, I think on Sunday I didn't even go into World of Tanks. But anyhow, yeah, and once you completed that, you got enhanced gun lane drive. You get the medium caliber 10 gun rammer. Sorry if I sound a little bit sick, I still am. And after that, you just do one random battle. I think I did it in a tier 2 light tank just for laughs. And that's it. And you get this tank. Now about this tank, I've heard a lot of negative stuff about it. It's slow. Oh, the gun's terrible, so on and so forth. The armor is shit, and so on. It's a fucking premium tank you get for free at tier 8. You goddamn crybabies. Now, about the gun. Let's start with the gun. So, it's a tier 9 20-pounder gun. It has 226 millimeters of penetration. I mean, you get as much penetration at tier 8 as you get from a fucking IS-3. I mean, come on. Really? And you're gonna complain about that? And the firing rate is pretty fast, 7.5 shots per rounds per minute. The damage, yeah, okay, I agree. The damage could have been at least 240. That would have been a nice number. It's sure used to usually, but still, it's a decent 230 damage with 7.5 rounds a minute. Dispersion 100 meters. The precision, yeah. Considering this is a British gun with, I believe this is the cool thing that cools the gun after the shot, so it's supposed to be more precise. It could have been a little more precise, and the aiming time is a pain in the ass, so that's why I fitted the enhanced gun lane drive. I had the vertical stabilizer, but I changed it out to improve ventilation because the reload is a bit faster, and I get 5% plus to everything. So that's reload, aiming time, driving, view range, so on and so forth. And the gun rammer is a must, definitely. I get with this about 6.6 seconds of reload time, and it's pretty decent, and I like it. Now, regarding the armor, the turret armor is 170 millimeters. I have no idea where this is. Could be these two cheeks over here, or maybe this whole side. But the belt around the turret, that's a piece of shit. These things are pieces of shit. The rest of the armor is basically non-existent. 50 millimeters at the front, yeah, right. Even though it is sloped an incredible angle, it's still shitty. Now, another thing about the gun, the depression. It's fucking awesome. It has the gun depression equivalent to T-32 and T-34 American tanks, and and it works. It definitely helps a lot. Now the speed of this thing, yeah, maximum speed 35 kilometers an hour. It's not the best, but what you gonna do? You can't have everything. My suggestion is to use this tank as to support heavy tanks. Drive with your own tier heavy tanks and just try to support them. If you can't penetrate the armor, at least detract the tank and let others do the damage. It's a decent tank. With view range of 390 meters at tier 8, also very decent, pretty nice. Yeah, if you want to do some spotting with it, I believe it's possible. You just have to put on some coated optics or what you call these things, binocular telescope, and away you go. Apart from all that, what else? What else I could compare it with the tier 8? Let's take object. Object's view range is 380. The best thing this could be compared to, I guess, is actually maybe the Centurion 1, the Tier 8 British medium. Um, now, let's just take this down. Now, if we put these up here just to compare, so who has it worse? Who has it better? Now, the hit points, then Centurion has less. Engine power. It has more, and the 5 km speed is faster, yes, but the traverse speed is slower. The hull armor, it has better on the front and all around a little bit better, but the slope is much worse, and the turret armor is compared to the FV4202. Sorry, is that's 50 millimeters, almost 50 millimeters less. Standard shell damage. This must be wrong. This is for the stock gun and stock turret. Well, let's check it out. Let's check out for the top gun and the top turret for the Centurion. Where it is? Where is it? Okay. So it's basically all around the same. Although, as you can see, let's just take these into account. So, as for the turret armor, now the traverse speed for the turret is worse, view range 400 meters, so okay, it's a little bit better for the standard, but the armor still as again non-existent apart from the sides and rear. It's a little better, but the front is 5 millimeters worse, so no big differences apart from the shape. Really, I think that is what determines that this turret should be in a hold down position where you can use your gun depression. This tank will be number one. Apart from as for the gun, how can we put these? Fire rate the same. Now, only thing this has worse is the dispersion at 100 meters and aiming time, which is coherently 0.02 and 0.3 seconds. I've heard some stories that they're gonna buff up the gun a little bit because yeah, this is what kills the tank actually. The dispersion and the aiming time. They could have made it just a little tiny bit better. But all in all, I can't complain. Even the fact that this is a tier 9 gun as opposed to the tier 8 gun on the Centurion Mark 1. All in all, this is a pretty decent tank, and I can't say anything bad about it. I've driven a few battles with it. Some were shitty because I got into tier 10. Some were pretty good, although I have 30% win rate, which is basically thanks to Aurelio here, with whom I was playing because he was trying to get rid of his tier 8 Czechoslovakian tank. But the hit percentage is not too bad. It's 75%. You're not gonna get your stats boosted with this tank, that's for sure. But all in all, if you want to make some money with it, it will definitely help. If you're for me example, I'm tired of my T-34. I love it. It's a great tank. Yeah, slow but a good gun. Does a lot of damage, and the turret is good, but it's just fucking slow. This, on the other hand, if you want to keep an enemy detracked or just want to annoy somebody real bad, you can do with this tank easy. The 230 damage is just enough to paint somebody's asshole. And if you want to keep a heavy tank detracked, it's just so easy to do. All in all, let me show you. Let me show you how actually a battle looks like. Screwing Aurelia for a second here, and well, let's get into one battle. And let's see what happens when you drive solo. I suggest you drive this in a platoon if you can. It honestly is a pretty decent idea. And I'll skip to the part where the battle actually starts. Hello, and yeah, here. Well, this is the battle. I'm recording this from replay because my PC is acting up somewhat. So then also this way I can skip to some actually good parts. So the map is Erlenberg Assault, and we have to defend. So always, when defending, always go to the side where your cap is, or you're basically an idiot. If you want proof of that, just take a good hard look at the IS-3 Tiger II only and SB-1C. Here you can see the glorious AT-25 doing everything in its power to prove to everybody what a big piece of shit no he is. Here is what you can see actually makes a good thing about the FV. Even though I put it on auto aim and was driving, I could hit him quite easily, and I think two times in a row, if I'm not mistaken. So all in all, it's a pretty decent tank. Although that guy in CDC was a complete bot, but still though. So I thought I'm gonna go up to the left side of the hill and show you how the gun depression on this thing looks like. Sorry about the cut transition. Sorry about the cut. Here you can see how the gun depression works against the T-34 and what the reload time does. Detract, you get a few bounces here and there. Thank God the T-34's gun is even turbo and worse than the FV's, and the last shot didn't punch through. It doesn't matter. Sorry about that. God, I'm sick. That idiot T-34 is still trying to something. I'm just gonna speed this up. So yeah, one of the first battles where I actually get my ammo racked. And it's not a common thing with this tank. I've played quite a few battles and haven't actually had that many times the ammo racked. I can't even recall once, actually. But still, battle is lost with an awesome team 2-9. I think that was basically the last shot I actually made. If not, oh yeah, I got the T-44 out of complete random luck, and it just penetrated. T69 of course took me out. So there you have it. And that's that. That's how random looks like when the weekend is nearing. So here you can see the results. Nothing too bright, of course, because well, 2, 3, 6 people from the team actually managed to do 0 damage. So congratulations to them. 1,800 shots, so out of 17, 12 direct hits. Of those, 9 penetrated. Well, you saw what the AT-25 did. That's the only thing apart from cancer he deserves. So yeah, a really quick reaction to bullshit. All in all, still like the tank. I'm training my girls on it from the Action X. I think I'm gonna get them up to skill 5 and then I'm gonna switch them back. All in all, a decent tank. I don't know why people are complaining about it. Yeah, there are things you could upgrade or buff it, but still, you got a free fucking tier 8 tank. Stop crying like bitches about it. Love it. Enjoy it. If you don't know how to enjoy it, you're apparently doing it wrong. I like it, and I'm not the worst player in the world. Not the best, but at least I don't complain about getting a free tier 8 tank. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, do you? So anyway, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any thoughts about this tank, leave a comment below. And take care.